All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Serena Williams. The headlines. Top political leaders to hold back-to-back rallies today for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections. Repoll ordered at 34 booths in 10 districts of Odisha. Election Commission issues notices to 3 media houses for displaying poll surveys predicting results of general elections. 17 developing countries call for strengthening World Trade Organization to promote development and inclusivity. And in tennis, Serena Williams withdraws from Italian Open due to injury. Top political leaders will hold back-to-back rallies today for the 7th and final phase of Lok Sabha elections. 59 constituencies spread over 7 states and 1 union territory will go to polls in this phase on Sunday. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to address rallies at Paliganj in Bihar, Deoghar in Jharkhand and Hasnabad and Diamond Harbour in West Bengal. BJP President Amit Shah will campaign at Dhar and Alirajpur in Madhya Pradesh. Congress President Rahul Gandhi will address rallies at Faridkot and Ludhiana in Punjab. Our Lucknow correspondent reports that many leaders will campaign in Uttar Pradesh today.
Senior BJP leaders Sushma Swaraj, Kalraj Mishra, Yogi Adityanath, Keshav Prasad Maurya, Manoj Tiwari and Dinesh Lal Yadav Nirahua will address rallies today. Varanasi will witness roadshow of Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who will campaign for party candidate Ajay Rai. Prior to the roadshow, she will also address a rally in Salempur constituency. SP-BSP-RLD alliance will hold 2 rallies back-to-back today. First in Mau and another one in Devariya, in which chief of all the parties will be present. Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav will also address a rally in Maharajganj later. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The 7th phase will cover 13 seats in Uttar Pradesh, all 13 in Punjab, 9 in West Bengal, 8 each in Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, all 4 constituencies in Himachal Pradesh, 3 in Jharkhand and the lone seat of Chandigarh. Counting of votes for all the 7 phases will be taken up on the 23rd of this month. In Madhya Pradesh, the entire work of counting of votes in Harda district will be handled by women. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Harda district is part of Baitul parliamentary seat and the counting of votes of Timarni and Harda assembly segments will take place at Harda district headquarters. At present, 84 women are being trained for counting in Polytechnic College. District election officer S. Viswanathan told AIR that his intention is to encourage them and to prove that the women are not behind in any case. Apart from the counting of votes, only women will deploy for the security of counting center. Baitul was voted on 6 May and the women had taken the responsibilities of voting on 60 all-women polling booths in Harda. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The BJP has approached the Election Commission over the violence in party President Amit Shah's roadshow at Kolkata in West Bengal yesterday. A party delegation comprising Union Ministers Nirmala Sitharaman and Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi met the poll body in New Delhi over the issue. The delegation alleged that a large number of anti-social elements supported by the Trinamool Congress have taken shelter in hotels and dharamshalas and they are inciting violence in poll-bound areas. Talking to reporters, Ms. Sitharaman said they have urged the Commission to take action immediately.
Our demands are, 1, that the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, should be banned from talking in election campaigns. 2, the quick reaction teams, the QRPs, should really be functioning as QRPs. 3rd, a special representative of the Election Commission should go to Bengal.
TMC spokesperson Derek O'Brien has alleged that the BJP president brought outsiders for his roadshow and they were responsible for the violence. The TMC government has ordered a high-level inquiry into the incident. Our correspondent reports that police has arrested more than 100 people in this connection.
Several organizations have condemned the vandalism and violence during the road show of Amit Shah in Kolkata. The statue of Pandit Ishar Chandra Vidyasagar was damaged, which was installed at Vidyasagar College besides ransacking of college properties. The trouble began when a group of students of the college showed black flag to Amit Shah when his vehicle was passing through the area. The area suddenly turned into battlefield and clashes took place between Trinamool Congress and BJP supporters. Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee visited the college at night to take stock of the situation. Different organizations, including teachers' bodies, have called protest rallies in Kolkata today, condemning the incident. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
The Election Commission EC has issued notices to 3 media houses for displaying poll surveys predicting results of the general elections. It has sought explanation from IANS India Private Limited, Economic Times and Swaraj Mass Media as to why action should not be taken against them for violation of provision of Representation of the People Act. They have been asked to respond by tomorrow. The EC has issued a show-cause notice to a Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam for alleged violation of Model Code of Conduct. The notice has been issued to Mr. Nirupam for his alleged controversial remarks against the Prime Minister in Varanasi. The Congress leader has been asked to submit his reply by today. The Election Commission has ordered repolling at 34 booths in 10 districts of Odisha. Chief Electoral Officer Surendra Kumar told reporters that repolling will be held in different assembly segments in the districts of Puri, Cuttack, Deoghar, Khordha and Baleswar, among others. Puri was worst hit by Cyclone Fani, which hit the state earlier this month. Of the 34 booths, polling was held at 12 booths in the third phase and 22 booths in the fourth phase. Meanwhile, the Interministerial Central Team, which is conducting the on-the-spot assessment of the damage caused by Cyclone Fani, will conclude its visit today. The team is led by Additional Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, Vivek Bharadwaj. The team interacted with the affected people in Puri, Cuttack and Khordha districts. More from our correspondent.
Interacting with media persons, Mr. Bharadwaj said the people had informed the team about losing the means of livelihood. He said the team would see how the central government can help the affected people. After winding up its 3-day visit today, the team will hold another round of meeting with Chief Secretary Aditya Prasad Padhi and other senior state government officials at Bhubaneswar before leaving for Delhi. The team will submit the report to the centre on the damage caused by the cyclone. The state government is scheduled to start the house damage assessment today. This is for those families whose houses were completely or substantially damaged during the cyclone. SN Patnaik, AIR News, Sambalpur.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
17 developing countries have stressed on working collectively to strengthen the World Trade Organization WTO to promote development and inclusivity for the benefit of all members. A 13-point declaration was signed by these nations at the end of the 2-day WTO ministerial meeting of developing countries in New Delhi yesterday. The countries include India, Egypt, Barbados, Jamaica, Malaysia, Indonesia and South Africa. 5 countries refrained from backing the document. Our correspondent reports that a total of 22 countries attended the meeting.
According to the document, the process of WTO reform must keep development at its core, promote inclusive growth, and fully take into account the interests and concerns of developing members. The member nations who signed the document also pitched for filling vacancies in WTO's affiliate body, saying that the current impasse could completely paralyze the dispute settlement mechanism. They urged all the members to engage constructively to address the challenge without delay. The developing nations also agreed to consult with developing members on various issues of common interest. Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
In Sri Lanka, overnight curfew imposed across the country was lifted this morning as the situation is returning to normal. 74 people have been arrested in connection with recent attacks on Muslim homes and shops. Police said arrests of those who are using hate speech on social media to disrupt national unity are continuing. The police said if mobs continue to engage in communal violence, they will use force to stop them. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said all necessary powers have been given to the police and the armed forces to ensure peace and security in the country. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said he would like to fully restore relations with the United States and believes that his counterpart Donald Trump also wants the same. At a joint news conference with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in Sochi, Mr. Putin also said Moscow had not interfered in the 2016 U.S. presidential elections. Earlier, Mr. Pompeo met Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. The U.S. Secretary of State said Washington does not seek a war with Iran. He said the U.S. would respond if its interests were attacked. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has also said there will be no war with the U.S. Mexico City has declared an environmental alert ordering vehicles off the road. The semi-finals of the First Division Football League have also been postponed as a blanket of smog enveloped the capital. A series of wildfires on the city's outskirts have combined with stagnant weather conditions to cloak the metropolitan area in a grey cloud. Pollution levels have crossed critical points. Back home, the National Green Tribunal, NGT, has directed 18 states and 2 union territories to submit an action plan to ensure utilization of treated wastewater to reduce pressure on the groundwater resources throughout the country. A bench headed by NGT Chairperson Justice Adarsh Kumar Goyal directed the states and union territories to submit the action plan within 3 months to the Central Pollution Control Board. The NGT said it may have to consider coercive measures, including compensation for loss to the environment if the states fail to submit the plan. The Enforcement Directorate, ED, has provisionally attached immovable properties worth 483 crore rupees registered with KSL and Industries Limited, Mumbai, in a bank fraud case. The company is part of the Tayal group of companies. The ED said in a statement that the properties attached consist of commercially diverted land along with a shopping mall in Nagpur. The agency initiated investigation under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act on the basis of FIRs filed by the CBI against 3 different companies of the Tayal group. They are accused of cheating and fraudulently availing loans of 524 crore rupees from 2 banks. The investigation revealed that they have diverted these funds through a maze of shell companies. On to sports. In tennis, 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams has withdrawn from the ongoing Italian Open due to a knee injury. The 37-year-old was all set to clash with her sister Venus in the second round of the tournament in Rome today. Serena is a 4-time Italian Open champion and holds the record for the most number of wins by a player in the tournament. Italian Open is the last big event before the French Open, which begins in Paris later this month. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Sarah Mujtaba.
Thank you, Valsa. Newspapers lead with different stories this morning. Bengal simmers after BJP and TMC clash during Shah's Kolkata roadshow. Headlines the Indian Express. Clash cuts short Shah show, says the Pioneer. Federal Front can take Congress support to form government, but we will not give up driver's seat. The Times of India quotes the Telangana Rashtra Samiti. Next government will weigh factors, decide on oil import. India to Iran, writes the Indian Express. Monsoon slightly late, may be below normal, leads the Hindustan Times. Belated and scanty monsoon to rain misery on farm, states the Pioneer. 4 top jet executives resign in a day as revival hopes dim, reports the Times of India. World jittery as spyware hits WhatsApp, writes the Mail today. Hacked, WhatsApp urges users to upgrade app, states the Financial Express. And finally, Mumbai girl first to cross Atlantic solo in small aircraft. The Tribune reports on 23-year-old pilot Captain Aruhi Pandit becoming the world's first woman to cross the Atlantic Ocean solo in a light sports aircraft. And with that, it's back to you, Valsa.
Thank you, Sarah. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Top political leaders to hold back-to-back rallies today for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections. Re-poll ordered at 34 booths in 10 districts of Odisha. Election Commission issues notices to 3 media houses for displaying poll surveys predicting results of general elections. 17 developing countries call for strengthening World Trade Organization to promote development and inclusivity. And in tennis, Serena Williams withdraws from Italian Open due to injury. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.